This video is for recording the bone conduction technology. I'm getting hit with all the frequencies. I don't know why. This fan is on. The fan is off. So I usually just turn everything on. I usually just turn everything off. Nowadays just thumps and creaks and
Okay. So all of this is armored to protect from the direct energy weapons. This is why I cannot move on and right, because the system, these direct energy weapons, they were built to destroy the skin and destroy the body and destroy the mind. They didn't destroy my mind because all my facilities are there. They tried to, like, this is a mark where they tried to burn the skin, but, you know, it killed. Um, they try to destroy my skin often, but I'm still burning. But this is how I protect my shoulders from the direct energy in the sonic propulsion weapons from hurting my shoulders. I protect my sinuses by conducting enough electricity so that my sinuses are protected and it's blocking those electromagnetic frequencies. All of this is to absorb direct energy and block electromagnetic frequencies. And I keep all of my armor on because of that. And because I figured out their system, they keep basically like destroying my life from start to finish. So I graduated. I'm in the middle of getting a license. I've written books. Yeah. So intellectually, everything is there. But I cannot prosper the way that I want to prosper, no matter how hard I work. So if you protect yourself in the system from their system, and if you try to survive through their system on your own merit, they will take everything away, especially when they can't hurt you the way that they want to hurt you. So they will use a roundabout way and then hurt you financially. They will take everything away financially. But the good thing about that is I've been trying to get out of this house for 3 years. And in 3 years, literally, they kept me from doing so much that my driver's license reset, my credit score has reset. And that's the thing about living and surviving in a prison based on their rules. Everything resets. Like your credit, like this stuff that's important, everything resets. So it's like it was supposed to unalive me, but it didn't unalive me the way that they wanted it to. So they kept me from doing everything and within their own law, everything is said. You know, so and I'm still working every single day to get as many licenses, as many degrees. I work every single day. So just the point of the video is to just keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Don't unallow yourself. Because no matter what they do, like I guess the sun is still gonna come up because right now the sun is coming up and it's like everything's gonna have to reset eventually or it's gonna have to fix itself eventually given time. Okay. So all of this is armor to protect from the direct energy.
Yeah, confused. Just be. No. Did I? Yeah. And this is legally binding, which means they got approved. It just needs to be fixed. Oh, oh. I was about to say, you said no. Oh, okay. That's so professional. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see. The queen of melody. Step into the fire. Oh my God. Hmm.
Babe, I made dinner.
What the fuck is that?
It's a salt. And cookies.
Will you marry me?
Yeah.
Okay, Rainbow, okay for the ride. Can I get you a fucking keyring? One of those candies?
Yeah. The Sour Patch Kid.
You want? Contramão? Pela quê? Vai criar outro que é deserto. Viu? Bobo não. Bobo é quem fala que nós é bobo. Nós só dá russo. Nunca na vida, só por vídeo que eu vi. Eu dormia aqui. Tá vendo? Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Porque se burlan. Está bonito y dice love you. No, only we. Yeah, but I told him. ¿Qué pasó con el pobre? Was really anything in there? Grateful. Mordida, 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 mordida,
Crawl and walk sooner than whites. 3. Carol Barnes notes that human mental processes are controlled by melanin, that same chemical which gives blacks their superior physical and mental abilities. 4. Some scientists have revealed that most whites are unable to produce melanin because their pineal glands are often calcified or non-functioning. Pineal calcification rates with Africans are 5 to 15%, Asians 15 to 25%, and Europeans 60 to 80%. This is the chemical basis for the cultural differences between blacks and whites. And 5. Melanin endows blacks with greater mental, physical, and spiritual abilities, something which cannot be measured based on neuroscience.
Basically, we are creating our own multi-level, self-sustaining, eco-autonomous, gender-affirming, functioning Library of Congress. See lots of blank stares. We can learn as we play. If you gather the most wheat, then the next person to roll the die has to be the secret Hitler. Whoever the mage knight is chooses the quick box. Once your avatar becomes self-aware, trauma elves. Any of this clicking, and you cannot build your shelter with brick unless you exchange your sheep and pledge allegiance to the. Come on, guys! Anybody listening is freaking me out before you. Sure, you file as an LLC or you start the time or you incorporate. Okay, who's ready? I'm serious. You guys are gonna love this game, probably. No worries if you don't get it right away. It took me literally years to understand all the rules and strategies, and I'm still learning. Isn't that part of the fun? Personally, after a long, exhausting week of work, I love to get with a group of friends and just feel stupid for a few hours. Sorry, did I say a few? I meant 5 hours minimum. Yes, I'm master of this game night. I am smarter and better than all of you. But what is a game night amongst friends / acquaintances / Ryan's new girlfriend? Welcome. If not for one of us to rule and the rest of us to be on an impossible and never-ending learning curve. Oh, pizza's here. I hope everyone likes Little Caesars hot and ready with black olives. Oh, I haven't had Little Caesars in years. Settlers of Catan. I'm sorry. What? Like a brown or white, I just don't really care. I like whatever candidate. It is disliked by a billion fans. Y'all act like civil rights made racist people up and disappear. We ain't gonna allow that piss in the same stall for 100 years. So when I
I want my pictures. Period. Oh, God damn. Fuck. Shotgun. Period.
We need to take the whole country and put it in rice and reset the factory reset. We need an apocalypse probably, but oddly enough, I think even the rap shit wouldn't survive. Jesus came back to this planet and see he was black and they say he was the antichrist. They keep on talking, let's get to the bottom, like you spreading hate and then mention the monetize. Don't be surprised when you're in Dallas. I ain't talking the side of your I apologize. What was the race of the two boys in Columbine? Rhetorical question, but I'm sure you got it right. I won't be honest, I'll put my name on the line, fly as a black pilot, and yes, I'm qualified. This is America, this is embarrassing, this is all. Welcome to the gallery, like I deserve it. I pay way too much attention to what people got me. I walk like welcome to the gallery, like I deserve it all. I need tens and tens and tens from judges all across the board. I need a seat at the table for me and my homies. I need all the labels to know. Boy, I'm fine as fuck and I kill shit. Luigi Mangione. Black boy, he's like mine. This I never decline your soul train. Black boy, he's like mine. I can do it on the soul train. I'm mad. That's just everything you ever wanted. My nigga really going crazy because I'm all paranoid. Because of my brothers, I'm buzzing like this. I know my appeal. Buzzing like this on a deal. And I see how I buzzing like something no real. If you're homophobic, better stay and just watch me. I'm back and I'm fighting out there as well. My girlfriend is mighty pretty as hell. And after you hate me, I'm just over here looking at myself. Sorry, man. I know. It seems big and see. But I really am saying myself some songs for people like me. Walking to the gallery like I deserve it. I pay way too much attention to what people got me. I walk like walking to the gallery like I deserve it all. I need tens and tens and tens from judges all across the board. I need a seat at the table for me and my homies. I need all the labels to know. Boy, I'm fine as fuck and I kill shit. Luigi Mangione. Black boy, he's like mine. This I never decline your soul train. Black boy, he's like mine. I can do it on the soul train. I'm mad. That's just everything you ever wanted. My nigga really going
paranoid because my brothers are buzzers. I know my appeal. That's what I mean when I say I'm brothers are real. If you're homophobic, but it's
It's so cool.
I've been locked in since the lockdown to get access. And breakups and breakups, data blocking it. In the meantime, get some competition right to sneak the movie to your algorithm. You know you niggas ain't gonna pay attention to it. White pastors preaching patriotism from the pulpit and Tifa, Antichrist for covering them on bullshit. Boldly go with them, so I won't, I still ain't gone too far to get beaming up their cap and curve.
Oh my god.
The last surgeon broke the Jura, which enabled the tumor to mushroom into the brain and down into the spine.
The size of this thing. You want to open up the sizes on your heart, pal? Now you have to open up both. You want me to split his whole face open?
You're talking about slicing his face in half. He could be in a tremendous amount of pain for the rest of his life. He could die on the table. If that doesn't happen, if none of those things happen, he's still facing months of excruciatingly painful recovery from this surgery. Before you make a decision, you need to understand the risks. Okay.
Right. This is the fight. Pain's gonna stop. We're gonna help you. Until it does, this is your fight. So much not driving anymore. You are. You're in the driver's seat. You got it. Good. It's pain. It's not dying pain. It's a healing pain. You won. You won.
Oh my god.
Wow.
The last surgeon broke the Jura, which enabled the tumor to mushroom into the brain and down into the spine.
This
Excuse me. Can I help you?
Sarate.
Oh, what? Saute.
Due to an arranged marriage by my parents, I was married to a man who was abusive.
47-year-old Ahua suffered a devastating acid attack at the hands of her ex-husband, leaving her face disfigured. Recently, she's gone viral for showing how she draws on her eyes using makeup. Before the incident, she said she endured months of domestic violence and eventually built up the courage to run away. But her ex-husband then found her.
But after he found out my address, he came looking for me, and this tragedy ensued.
After the tragic attack, she met her now partner, who she ended up marrying, and the two had a daughter together. But tragedy struck again when her husband was diagnosed with a terminal illness.
So I worked hard to earn money, hoping he could spend more time with the child before he passed away.
The acid attack left her partially blind, with only a small hole on the other eye. One day, while using the Chinese TikTok app Douyin, she had an epiphany.
My inspiration for drawing eyes came from a and this tragedy ensued.
After the tragic attack, she met her now partner, who she ended up marrying, and the two had a daughter together. But tragedy struck again when her husband was diagnosed with a terminal illness.
So I worked hard to earn money, hoping he could spend more time with the child before he passed away.
The acid attack left her partially blind, with only a small hole on the other eye. One day, in the Chinese TikTok app Douyin, she had an epiphany.
My inspiration for drawing eyes came from a special effect. When I opened the Douyin special effects feature, the side without eyes suddenly had an outline of eyes.
It was this effect that then inspired her to try and draw the eyes on her face in real life.
So I started tracing along the outline of the special effect.
She said her early attempts weren't great, so she got her daughter to do them for her, who she says has been good at art since she was young. From there, Ahua refined her artistic skills.
At first, I couldn't draw it well, so I went to learn sketching and practice on paper. Due to an arranged marriage by my parents, I was married to a man who was abusive.
47-year-old Ahua suffered a devastating acid attack at the hands of her ex-husband, leaving her face disfigured. Recently, she's gone viral for showing how she draws on her eyes using makeup.
Take it off. It's so sad. Oh. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Isn't the thing else? Beautiful game. Beautiful. There's nothing. Nothing. Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh, shit. So yeah, all of this is bone conduction technology. Oh gosh. Mm, Lord. Let's see. Okay. No, I see your I see your shadows in the light. Okay, good morning. So yeah. So they get quiet when you start recording. But I was right. So they're not gonna make noises while you're recording, but they're going to do it while you're talking. So no one can actually hear what the bone conduction sounds like. And it sounds like random dropped items. Except the room above me is empty. The room above me is empty and no one's there. And the room that is filled is all the way over there. So this is how the ceiling looks. The room that is filled is over there. Somehow I'm hearing noises all the way over here in the empty room. Um, Slamming of the doors on that end of the hallway. And I don't know if my dad is home today. I don't know. But slamming of the doors over there. And sometimes when I'm in this den down here, there's literally no one above me. There's no room above me, but you could still hear sounds on the roof, and there's no trees above that roof. So the sounds just don't make sense. But that's basically what bone conduction technology is. It gives a haunted house effect of you're supposed to drive you crazy. Really, what they're doing with that bone conduction technology is like they're in like the acoustic and ambient sounds, including cicadas, including chickens, dogs, cats, and random screams. What they're doing is they're trying to irritate the heck out of your nervous system. So by you hearing that sound, it's like it's overwhelming your senses, but it's doing it on a subliminal level. By you hearing those sounds, they're also hitting you with the electromagnetic frequencies and the radiation. Like they're hitting you with everything. And you also got the sound going. So as there's a you also getting hit with electricity. They time it very well. Um, so I have no access to these weapons. I don't know, what these weapons look like. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a satellite. Because when I'm outside, um, the wind blows like at their command. So I know satellite technology is a part of it, but it's more than that. It seems like it's everywhere. Um, on top of internally. So what I say to that is that's why I keep my armor on. I wear copper. It's an electromagnetic frequent EMF blocker. I wear my magnets because they absorb energy and um, direct the energy, including the radiation. It mitigates the damage from a lot of these weapons. And I wear my shungite because it's another great EMF blocker. So, in order to distract me, they hit me with the technology all day long. In order to irritate me, they hit me with the technology all day long. Um, but I deal with it, and I've been making videos about it for about 2 years now. And just, I want to, like, if you go back to my old videos and you come to my new videos, you'll see, like, I'm still standing, I'm still healthy, I'm still here. You know, my skin hasn't deteriorated. Uh, my back is just fine. A lot of people by now are complaining about their spines, their feet, their teeth. My teeth are just fine. My eyes are just fine. I can still see. I can still breathe. Everything's just working still fine. Um, and it's been going on for 2 years. I haven't been sick all year, and They haven't been able to put me in a hospital for over 600 days. I've been counting. So I haven't like actually felt. It's probably been more than 600 days. And as far as like real pain, they gave me like a stomach cramp last night, but it was just water. They don't like water in the body. They don't like for you to be hydrated like a living, functional human being. Oh. It's on Azure. All right. So today is November 5th, 2025. Um, and I just made another video on bone conduction technology and noise campaigns and how they will create a noise. Like right now, they've been doing something like with my ear. I think trying to get my ear to feel more sensitive or trying to create like an ear infection or something. I don't know. But they haven't been able to create an ear infection since I think probably March of 2023 or no, March of 2024. So like, it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Um, I want to say 2023 because yeah, it's a long time. I gotta double check that. It's been a while. But yeah. So this is a daily update. Yesterday they titled videos. Yesterday was the third day of constipation. So what the government has been doing to me is they've been constipating me, and they told me through the voice of skull technology. Uh, they constipate me for 24 hours. They constipate me for 3 days. Like every 3 days, all of the bowel movements are gonna come out, and this is just what they told me via the voice of skull technology and the nano communication, and that's what actually occurred. So yesterday everything came out, but like this morning I had to go to the bathroom. My body is naturally telling me, you need to go to the bathroom, you need to excrete. My body is screaming at me, telling me, my body, not my mind, not these voices, not the voices called technology, but the actual natural organic signals that my body is sending. I feel them telling my body that I need to use the bathroom. I need to excrete. I have this food and I need to get it out of me. And it's trying to push it out, but you have this agent that has control over this nanotechnology and has integrated that nanotechnology into my biology, controlling me remotely from God knows where. So they have slowed down how I process food. They have slowed down how my body excretes food to fit their schedule and their narrative. So it's like no matter how much you work out, no matter how much you walk, no matter what I eat, be it fruit, vegetables, especially if it's just fruit and vegetables. I've made videos on this where I just ate fruits and vegetables for a whole entire month and I was still constipated. Um, I ate, and then they tell me via the voice of skull technology and the nano communication, eat shit and die. Because what they're doing is they are keeping that food in there for so long, and then they break it down into the bloodstream. They break it down into the bloodstream. So what they're trying to do is create a series of infections and destroy healthy blood cells and tissue with fecal matter, chemicals and bacteria that is supposed to be excreted. That is their whole objective, is to cause sickness, death, and decay. And the people behind it is DARPA, FBI, CIA. The people protecting the system is the sheriff, is the police. So there's no one that can help you because in medical school, the doctors aren't taught this system. They're taught a completely different system. They're taught that the human body gets sick based on infections and it randomly falls apart and cords and nerves just get twisted and bundled up. In my opinion, the human body is perfect as is. It's perfect. And I say it's perfect because without their intervention, without them controlling me, I don't get sick. I don't feel pain. I go to the bathroom regularly. I have no health problems whatsoever. And I smoked organic and nicotine cigarettes for 3 years. No chest problems, no sinus problems, because I've been wearing my armor and I've been blocking their weapon system. And I created my own medicine. So, no sickness. So, they've been doing everything 24 hours a day, 365 for the past 3 years or 3 decades. Well, 3 years. I'm gonna say 3 years. And it's not working. So I do believe that the human body is perfect as is. They had to create a system around perfect, um, a perfect. I want to say not vessel, but a perfect organism. They had to build a system around it. And now they have to protect this illusion that we are not perfect creatures and we are perfect creatures. They have to force and create sickness. And that's just the truth. And I'm probably living proof of that. Not saying I'm a perfect person, but I do believe that God created us as perfect creatures. Like, we aren't supposed to be sick. We aren't supposed to be dying early. We aren't supposed to have twisted nerves and these new mental illnesses and sicknesses that didn't exist 2,000 years ago, and new discoveries of new viruses. We're not supposed to have that. It's all man-made, and that's how they keep their profits rolling in, and that's how they keep the system and the illusion alive.